Hello, everyone. I'm Gunner, and welcome to Sheltered. This game is pretty interesting. I think it's similar to Fallout Shelter, but yet it's more complex. You really have to think through what's going on. This game was originally crowdsourced rather. Um, I was one of the people that actually funded a little bit of money and got a free Steam key out of it. So, let's take a look here. Options, not really much to see. You can either use a keyboard mouse combo or a 360 controller. This game was ported, I think, to the 360 and PS3. I'm not sure about the PS3, so don't quote me on that. Okay, so let's get started out on our first family. As you can see, I've played this game before. However, as you can also see, it's been a pretty long time. Okay, so we're going to start out with a new family here in slot 3. Oh, Jesus, that's pretty damn loud. Okay, so you have 4 family members here that you can customize. You can change the gender, male, female, randomize pretty much anything, to be honest. Let's see here. Then you see their attributes, what they're good at. Intelligence, karma, pretty low on this one. Perception is still pretty low. However, dexterity and strength are above average. Or at least dexterity is average and strength is above. I do want this one. So let's go to next. Well-rounded, as you can see, everything is about average, and everything is the same. I do want a male. Let's see. Troubled. I kind of like that one. So we're going to have mother, father are more strength and dexterity focused. Alright, then, after you have your 2 parents picked, you actually can choose 2 kids as well. The hyper ones can be interesting, the hyper personality, so I'll take that one. Then you actually, after all this, you get to change the family name. I kind of like McCoy, and the pet name, because you actually get a pet, which is pretty cool. Let's see. I like the horse. It's either the horse or the German Shepherd. The German Shepherd allows for more offensive capability when you're out and about, but the horse allows you to, at first, go farther. Then after you upgrade and get saddlebags, you can actually not just go farther, but also carry more when you're out exploring, which is pretty interesting. So we're gonna do that. No, we're not gonna play the tutorial. In all honesty, this game does not need a tutorial. It's really easy to understand. Jeez, so the reason I started this gaming channel, considering this is really my first commentary. Oh, all right, let's get started. So you can use WASD to look around. Scroll key is the scroll on the mouse is to move in and out a certain area where your cursor is. So let's see what's going on in the journal. So you just right click, view. We're alive. Day 1, we're alive. We're alone but strong. The people that make up our family are Deborah, Carol, Anna, and Stephanie, and our pet horse Suddy. I wonder who used to live in this shelter. It looks as though they left in a hurry, or were forced to leave. Luckily, the supplies they left behind still appear to be intact. We will try to make this place our home. Here you get to see what's happened on major events. Not every day, but major events that happen on a certain day. You also get to see quests. That's something that also happens later in the game for random chance. So before we get started, we're going to set up an expedition. See, pretty good. Everything's going pretty good. You can't have a second person yet. So we're just going to take a look around. Take our horse along with us. Get out of here. We are going to take a gas mask along because radiation on the surface is still a major threat. Send them into the wasteland. Okay. Well, you do have to craft items here. Okay, hold on. We're going to have to change the volume on this. Because I don't know about you guys, but it's pretty damn loud. Okay, now that we got that straightened away, alright, so let's craft some items. So then we right-click, then craft item. So we need some sleeping bags, so people can actually get well rested. I usually try to find area for 2 sleeping bags. That seems to be the magic number, at least for me anyway. Incoming radio transmission. That's from our scout team. So we right-click, accept transmission. Hello, Deborah here. I've stumbled across a small farm, and it looks like it might have some good stuff. Want me to take a look? Of course. That's why I sent you out. So here, I'm gonna... Oh, this is Deborah. Found a small house in the wasteland. Should I... Jesus, I actually... I clicked the wrong button. Yes, sure, this was the last one. I should have clicked search location. So you... Craft item... You're going here... Yeah, and what this means when I click on the face here is when that little robot icon comes up is they're going to be responsible for taking care of the micro. They're micro. Yeah, basically their little small environment. They'll take care of themselves basically, and you can look out for the greater good of the shelter. So Deborah here says, Deborah at base, I found somebody in the small house. Shall I stop and talk to them? Yes, approach strangers. Hello. How are you been out there? Well, she's aggressive, so we're gonna bully. And as you can see, this game is turn-based, at least for the combat. The turn-based is actually pretty interesting because it's kind of classic, I think, having the turn-based option, the turn-based action strategy going on. Oh, still, wrong thing. I want to left-click. Deborah to base. I found something in the small house. Are you interested? Examine items. So here we go. Now, food, as you can expect, is rather important, and the rest of the stuff is used for crafting. We can get plastic out of the recycling bin. So you, of course, always need duct tape. So let's move along with that. So let's see. Let's craft another. Let's go to the old man. Craft an item. Of course, water is very important. So let's get a water jug up here. And for you, let's add fuel. Accept transmission. Hello, this is Deborah. I found a church out in the wasteland. Should I check it out? Search location. Well, this is a post-apocalyptic world, so radiation is very on everyone's mind, so that's why I took out the gas mask on that expedition with the mom. Deborah, I will need to fix the water filter for the water jugs as well as the oxygen filter. So I'm going to take the daughter out, but I first have to put on my hazmat suit so that she doesn't get sick. Let's examine these items. Perfect, more food. And each of these slots hold 5 of the same item, which helps, which So you have to do, as you can see, I can hold a lot more. But that takes, like, me upgrading and crafting a backpack and the full bit. But I first have to get supplies. Yes. The reason I started this gaming channel because I was actually put on a leave of absence of work because I broke my foot. So as you can imagine, trying to find something to do, I decided to start this gaming channel, which I thought would really give me something to do throughout the day, and honestly it has. So, because we all need a shitter. Shitter. We also need a shower. And we also need a place to mop up the floor. See, this is the problem. Trying to select someone when they're in the sleeping bag can be difficult, to say the least. I'm really enjoying playing this game. It's definitely a good time killer. If you got a few minutes here or there, the full bit, definitely good for wasting your time killing. I would really like it. And in addition to that, for those two things down there, we also need a mop and bucket besides the shower and the shitter. So we can, like, mop up the piles of dirt. Because if we don't do that, rats will come, make it dirtier, and increase the chances of you getting sick, oddly enough. Of your people in here getting sick. So you really have to here manage your food supply, which is here. No, this is actually water. Your water supply, food supply, and your gasoline supply for electricity, which powers your air filtration and water filtration. So now we got some food, and we're going to bring some water along too. So this game really is interesting. Not necessarily one that I like to play often, but one that I like to play here and there. And I thought, considering that this game really isn't overly story-driven, I can talk over it in the full bit, which I thought would be pretty interesting. Get to know me a little bit type of a video game. Yeah, so I started this channel, as I've been trying to say over the whole video here. Basically, I started this video because I was put on a leave of absence because of my foot, because I broke it. So, trying to give me something to do. Oddly enough, this job is perfect, very perfect. It really keeps me entertained. Recording the video, doing the gameplay. Editing the video, full shebang, pretty much. God. I know there's a way to speed up time, if I remember, to make things go faster. Here we go. Which helps, considering how long things can take. So I'm gonna make you return suit. Craft item. Let's get some more water storage going on here. I'm going to be making, as we're talking right now, the current series that I have on is City Skylines that I actually don't have any audio commentary over. Um, I'm going to continue that series without any audio commentary on it, considering I'm just finished encoding episode 6, I think? Yeah, 6. So, I'm going to keep going with that, and I'm actually on the Skyrim map, which is pretty interesting, building a modern city in essentially a fantasy land that is based off of old kingdoms, essentially. Well, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I think so far it's turning out pretty solid. So go check out that. The name of that whole series is Cities Skyrim. So if you want to check that out, go right ahead. It's on my channel. It's actually the first playlist I've ever done, the first series I've ever done. So take a look at that. Later in the game, you can actually snare. I can get a snare now for rabbits, but the only problem is I don't have any place to actually store the meat. So then I snare the rabbit, meat goes bad. That's one way of actually getting food, is actually snaring the animals from outside. So let's speed up time again. Oh, I need to feed the horse. So take suit, feed, fast forward time. In addition to that, I'm going to have you fix this as well. It's not that. Let's set up expedition. You're fine. And of course, difficult terrain such as the forest here slows you down. Open terrain makes you go faster. So here I'm actually going to search the forest. Search around. I've only seen here the lumberyard. So, and of course, your stuff usually stays there once you've seen it. So here I'm going to take a weapon and also a gas mask. No, I actually forgot horse. So set up expedition. That's one thing. You can only go forward here. Like in this option menu options. So if you forget to bring your horse along, you can't go back after you go to the menu window after this, which I think is a kind of a oversight on a developer's part, but that's just me. So yet again, nope. Do party. No, wrong one. Equip. Send party. Yes. So let's speed up time. And you also have to take a look, make sure everything, just like the water purifier and air purifier, you have to make sure everything else is up to snuff. So because when a thing gets damaged, you can't use it anymore, even though it's the shower here is nothing more than a shitty bag, some metal, and a bucket. You still have to take a look. And the bucket is nothing more than a toilet. God knows how that could degrade, but whatever. Let's examine those items. Oh, okay, so this is a weapon. That could be very useful. Now it's raining on the surface. Let's take a look at our supplies. So here's our water. It's going up. Okay, so here's a wolf. However, I do have an advantage considering my character here, Deborah, has a higher attack than average, and I also have a weapon. So let's attack melee. So there we go. The third attack option, I got bleeding on the animal, which will take damage off of the animal after every single one of my turns. And once the enemy blocks an attack, if it's on the first one, as you can see, all other attacks in that set are void. Same with counters, but the nice thing is bleeding. I'm going to take that leather. See what's going on. The total water storage that I have is 90, so that gives me a lot of flexibility. And oddly enough, food is actually pretty low. I don't need to fill up the generator, however, it does need to get repaired. Sleeping bags are pretty solid. Let's see. Now, considering my health for Deborah is rather low, I really can't do much. Let's trade. Let's see what we got. Ooh. It's 10. There we go. Because I'll take that food. That food's actually really important. I'd rather have my food supply up a little bit higher, to be honest. God, it is boiling hot in here. So I live in an apartment, and my room is even though the apartment has air conditioning, my room is the only room that is not connected to the air. I only have a vent in the floor for the winter. That's it. Which, honestly, during the winter, I keep it close anyway. I enjoy the cold. The benefits of being a bigger guy, the colder it gets, the better I feel. But during the summer, it can get pretty, like now, pretty intense when it comes to hot heat. Like 2 weeks ago, just sitting here on my computer, I would actually be going sweating profusely, like 2 gallons a day, no problem. So as I was saying earlier about the journal, key events like adding a new person to shelter. We'll go into the journal. So on day 3, I was thinking that Michael looks quite familiar. Pretty sure we saw someone familiar on a trip once. Then again, everyone looks the same around these parts. Michael seems quite positive, which is what we all need right now. I think finding us has given him hope that there still might be a future left for all of us. Us all, rather. Guess we'll be finding out soon enough. Okay, let's see the radio transmission. Examine items. Perfect. Some water. Confirm. Yes. So for another room, I need some more cement. So that's going to be the big thing here. Because I really would like to add another room. So let's do a simple walk around. Let's fast forward time some more. Accept transmission, examine items. Now, if you guys would like me to keep on doing a series like this, let me know. Because I would be more than happy to continue on this series. Just let me know in the comments below. If if you'd like me to stream this, fucking hey, let's stream it. Then I will put, as you can see from my very first video, I'm bad at Space DF9. All streams will be uploaded to YouTube. All the vlogs. So even if you don't have a Twitch account, don't like using Twitch, whatever, and have it just a YouTube account, no worries. I got you covered. So I am currently just several months away, 3 months away from graduating. Okay, I'm gonna take you. You are good for trading, so that makes me really. I'm really excited that I'm about 3 months away from graduating. I currently go to American Public University, part-time, full-time rather, and work at my job part-time at Bicestol until I broke my foot. Let's examine those items. Okay, we got some cement, so let's keep on going. You can actually, I haven't done this, but you can actually get the camper here up and running, which will definitely help. Yeah, for going long distances, carrying things, that sort of thing. Okay. Considering the low health that I have to flee. I just have to. And there we go. That quick. One family member down. She had a lot of nice stuff too. For my PC specs, currently I am running an AMD FX 6300, which isn't their best 6-core processor. It's the one step down. The best 6-core that AMD currently has in the FX line is the 6350. Runs at 4 gigahertz stock and boosts up to 4.5, but I have mine overclocked to 4.1, and it stays at 4.1. It natively runs at stock speed at 3.5 gigahertz and overclocks to 4. I have 16 gigs of HyperX 1333 RAM. When I was picking all this out, it was either have slightly slower RAM, more of it, or higher speed RAM and less of it. It was either something like 8 gigs of higher speed and 16 gigs of slower speed. I chose the 16 gigs of slower speed. Loading times, and I've noticed now with the video editing that it's a little slower, but I don't care. I really don't. For my video card, I have an AMD R9 270. It's the Gigabyte WindForce edition, which is nice. It's nice and quiet. It stays pretty damn cool, all things considered. I do have, for cooling for my CPU, I have one of the all-in-one water coolers by Corsair, one of the lower-end ones. And I have to say, it's been keeping my damn CPU pretty damn cool, considering how hot it is in this room. It keeps it close to ambient temperature, which is nice. Um, I do have a PCIe Bluetooth wireless card, Wi-Fi card, just in case I take this PC anywhere else. I can always be connected to the internet no matter what. Oh, this will actually help with speed, crafting efficiency, which I'll take, and I'll take the petrol as well. Then I also have some LEDs inside the case. I also have a sound card, which I really like. Considering I wear headphones, it's also an inboard has an onboard amp, which is nice, and the transmission came through from one of the exploration parties saying that they had been set on by hostile animals. We will continue to attempt radio contact, but fear they didn't make it out alive. Okay, day 4. The software that comes along with it's pretty flexible, all things considered. It is pretty damn nice. So we can go from default sounding dance to full bet. It's actually pretty nice. And that's a PCI card. However, the thing that I have overindulged in is storage. So I have one scan disk, 120 gig, for my OS and key pieces of software such as Steam, VLC, that sort of thing, Chrome. Then I have two 240 gig SSDs running in RAID 0 for all my games to help with loading times. Then I have a WD Green, 1 terabyte for my movies. A WD Blue, 1 terabyte for miscellaneous mass storage, and all the games like this one. I am currently recording to another WD Blue, and that's basically my storage for all the raw video game files and finished product. All the finished products that I upload to YouTube. Damn, this guy's good, actually. I might have to flee. Okay. So I have to escape. There's no option there. So I think I'm just gonna do a full week in-game and in-game time. See how it goes. If you guys want more, hit me up. Leave a comment below. I would love to do more episodes of this. Okay. So I'm gonna repair you. And you, I'm gonna make another room here. Let's see. Craft item. Let's get you to make some more water jugs. And the reason for making the grave is considering that Carl is not dead. We have to bury him. We could actually, if we had an incinerator, incinerate him and actually make fuel, petrol, for a generator. Since we don't have that, that's kind of a problem. Since you're feeling pretty damn awake, you're gonna clean the shelter. Oh, don't go up there. And we are going to accept you. You. Barry. Well, shit. Considering that everything is just going to fuck and back, I think I'm gonna call it quits here, fellas. If you'd like more, hit me up. If you would like me to start a new family or continue on with this one, let me know down in the comments below. Alright guys, have a good one.